It's Clark and Perry on the case. Da-na-na-na. Clark and Perry do what it takes. Da-na-na-na. Clark and Perry investigate.
The activities and interests of local artists in the Windy City's finest throughout both Lethbridge and Medicine Hat, Alberta. Available on TELUS, Optic TV, On Demand, VidFlex, YouTube, and more for limited time only. Terms and conditions apply.
Da-na-na-na.
Sweet.
Okay, so you told me that you wanted to make a cup.
Yes, we're gonna try.
I think that might be our door. Ah, yeah. Okay, so now that we're on center, the next decision that we have to make is how wide of a base our vessel is going to be.
Right.
For example, if I was making a dinner plate,
Yeah.
I want the flat part of the dinner plate to be quite wide, right? So I would need, at this point, I would need to make my piece quite wide because it needs to have a floor to rest on.
Right.
If I was making like a tulip-shaped vessel,
Yeah.
I would want it to be a little bit skinnier right now so that, you know, my base doesn't need to be this wide.
Right.
So we can decide whether or not we want to change the width of the base of our cup.
Okay.
Because that's something that really isn't going to be able to be changed later on.
Later on, right.
Like if you're making a cup and then all of a sudden you're like, well, I'd rather make a plate. You have to start with a new piece of clay, because if you try to make it come out wide and there's not the support underneath,
Yeah.
then it would just flop.
Right. Right. Okay.
Okay, so how do you feel about the width of the floor of your cup?
I guess it could be a little smaller.
Okay.
I'm imagining in my
For
mind's eye.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's good. And smaller is something that we don't need to change so much right now.
Okay.
We're going to work on that as we're pulling the clay up. As long as we don't want it to be any wider. Like if you
Okay.
wanted a really hippie, you know, vessel or something.
Yeah,
So-
no, I'm good.
Okay, okay. So the next thing that we're going to do is going to feel a little bit scary, but it's
Okay.
kind of fun, is we're going to make a hole in it so that it becomes a vessel.
Okay.
So where do you think we need to stop making the hole?
In the center.
Well, we need to start in the center, sure, but
Okay.
how far deep do we
Oh.
have to go?
Before it touches the
Yeah,
thing?
because if we
Okay.
touch the thing, then we're making a donut, not a cup.
Right.
Right? So we need to make sure that when we put our thumbs in, that we don't go all the way down to the wheel head.
Okay.
Okay? And we're going to measure. So we can do we can do it in stages, right?
Yeah.
If you can go a little bit and then go, I'm going to measure it, and then a little bit more, you
Okay.
know, that kind of thing.
Sounds
So
good.
with wet hands and wet clay, my left hand is always on the side like the lathe.
Yeah.
And then I like to just press 2 thumbs at the same time, fast speed, straight down.
Oh,
Stopping
gosh.
before I hit the wheel head.
Oh gosh. Okay. Wet hands, wet clay.
Your left is like a lathe. They're going straight down.
They're going
High speed so that they don't wiggle around.
high speed.
Yeah, stop before you hit the
Okay.
thing.
Okay. That's
How'd it feel?
terrifying. Pretty terrifying, but fun, I guess. Yeah.
So we're going to take our little measuring tool.
Ooh, cool. Yeah.
So I'm going to just stab it in the middle down to the wheel head. And then I'm going to
Oh.
stick my finger down to touch where it is and,
Okay.
and pull it out. So I have about 1 centimeter.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
I have
you-
quite a bit.
Yeah, so if you left it like that, your mug would be quite heavy on the bottom,
On
or
the
your
bottom.
cup or whatever.
Yeah.
So you might want to go just a little bit deeper
A
than
little
that.
bit deeper.
But
Okay.
you want to think about it that you're going like 1/2 centimeter deeper
A centimeter.
and not to the wheel head.
And not to the wheel. Okay.
Okay.
And it's really interesting because like you don't. Do you get a sense like the more you do it?
Oh,
of
yeah.
How much? How far? Because right now I'm
Absolutely.
just like, it's kind of like, I don't know what's
So,
the phrase for that. Yeah,
it's-
shooting into the dark.
Yeah,
like, you know?
exactly. Well, and the centrifugal force makes it so it's just like whee.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
So yeah,
wanna
you
go a
want to
bit
think
more.
about just a little bit more. Think about your nail going down just a wee bit.
Okay, I think that was
Okay,
good.
so take another measure.
Take another measure with our nifty tool. What is this called? Anything? Or just a
Pin tool.
pin tool.
Pin tool, yes.
So go straight in,
Put your finger there.
finger.
Yeah,
A
good.
bit better.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm prone to spilling my cups, so if it's heavier on the
Oh,
base,
yeah,
then,
yeah.
maybe that's a good
Oh,
thing.
good. It will be like a weeble wobble that won't
Yeah.
fall over. I like it. Okay. So now we've got our depth,
Okay.
but we want to make a floor of our cup.
Mm-hmm.
So like, look at this ice cream pail.
Yeah.
It has a flat middle and then the sides come up. A coffee cup isn't shaped like an upside down ice cream cone.
Right.
It's got a floor.
It's got a floor.
And so that's what we're going to build next.
Okay.
We're going to make this depth come out a little bit so that we've got a floor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay, so with our wet hands and our wet clay, so the left hand is going to be like just a guide on the side.
Okay. Left hand is guide on the side.
So I use my fingers squished together, but because my middle finger is longer, I end up using my middle finger. And this is the part where I imagine it like a little rake. So I'm going to pretend that I'm in the middle of my clay, but I'll show you over here.
Okay, sounds good.
So I got my left hand on the side.
Yeah.
And my fingers are going to go in the middle. And then watch this movement. Rake.
Rake.
So I'm trying to stay that same centimeter or so from the bottom. So I'm curling in those little joints of my fingers.
Phalanges.
Yeah, rather than if you go like this, then it's hard to keep control. So I'm keeping everything supported and I'm just doing a little rake along the bottom of the...
Okay, and you don't want to go down.
No, you don't want to go down because you'll make a donut.
Okay.
And if you go up, that's okay. You can fix that.
Yeah.
But you want to be trying to keep about the same height from the wheel head,
Okay.
which is, I find, if I'm just using my little IP joints, that makes it so that it stays that height.
For sure.
So
for sure.
I'll show you first.
Yeah.
So I'm going to drive like medium. And I'm just going to start
Cool.
raking.
And you can really see it opening up there.
Yeah. And obviously, I have to stop at least at the width.
Yeah.
Because if I went too far, it will
flop
flop.
over. And I'm noticing, I feel like my left hand, I may be digging under.
Oh, yeah, the undercut. A lot of people end up with that challenge.
Yeah.
So just think about your left hand being a little bit more vertical,
Yeah.
and that will help. And your left hand really isn't doing a job. It's not pressing. It's more just being there to keep you on track.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, so you're going to do your raking to make a floor.
Okay.
Okay.
Wet hands, wet clay.
Yeah. I realized I had to drive like pretty fast to do it because it's using centrifugal force.
Okay, so our left hand is it's chilling.
It's
just
chilling,
like,
keeping
you
you
can stay there.
on. Yeah.
And then our left hand, oh gosh, okay. We're going
Rake it along.
fairly fast. We're going to use those little joints. We're just going to rake. We're not going to push down. We're just going to rake. We're just gonna pull
start
it up.
raking. Start being slightly more aggressive on your rake.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, I
Nice.
can see it wobbling a bit because I think I'm going like.
Oh, you've got that undercut. That's okay.
Yeah.
That will be a nice shape to your mug.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Are you happy with the width of the floor of your I keep saying mug, but you said cup.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I'm noticing.
Oh,
I
there's
think-
ridges to it,
Okay.
and
yeah.
we're gonna fix that.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. But basically, the width is is in question, whether or not you like the width or you want.
I guess if it's gonna shrink, we'll try a little bit more. Okay.
Next, you're gonna do a little bit more reiki.
Okay. Like this.
Not reiki, raking. Drive a little faster so that the wheel is helping you do it. Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Looks
Looking
like
a
you
little-
might be going down a little bit,
Oh yeah.
but that's okay. We're
Okay.
gonna fix it.
Okay.
So look inside mine. Mine has all these finger lines too.
Yeah, yours looks so like
Uniform.
yeah, it looks like one of those little gardens of sand that
Oh
people
yeah,
like rake for
That's
like
true.
zen
I
and
just
stuff.
raked with my finger.
Oh yeah, that's
But
crazy.
I don't want those ridges on my cup
Okay.
because I think it would be hard to clean.
Mm.
So I'm gonna get rid of them.
Okay, sounds good.
So I'm gonna use my big sponge
Oh.
and I'm gonna get rid of the water from it. And I'm gonna have my left hand just as the guide.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna press with my right hand and just press down and out. And I'm being like relatively aggressive because I want to even out those little ridges. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start in the middle, pressing down, and then start to go out.
A little bit further out.
Yeah.
Okay. So is that what I gotta do here?
Yeah, unless you want the bottom of your cup to look like that,
No,
which
we
is
should-
an artist's choice.
I think we'll try even out a little bit.
I would recommend that because
Okay.
it would be weird. You would have like a whole extra cup of coffee around the bottom.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Keeping the left hand there. You gonna start in the center, you said?
Yeah, there's really nothing that you can, well, no, I shouldn't say nothing, but this isn't a high screw up probability here. This is like this is an aesthetic kind of a move.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So it's looking pretty smooth.
That's so lovely.
Smoother than it was, for sure.
That looks really good.
Okay.
And just out of curiosity,
yeah.
let's measure again.
Okay.
Just to see whether you did indeed go down. I'm still at my centimeter. Perfect.
Yeah, not much, I don't think.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Okay. Look at it already.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
It's a little wonky, like I don't know.
It's
like
not wonky.
okay.
No, it's good.
Okay.
That's you are in a good place right now.
I'm in a good place.
Enjoy the moment.
It's
Because it's going to get a little harder.
Oh no. It's reminding me of like what was it, heart math?
Yes.
I'm just like
yeah. So when you're in the flow, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what would happen if this was your cup?
If this was my cup,
yeah,
I would need to fill it several times in the morning to have a cup of coffee.
Right. So in order to make it more of a cup, we need it to be.
We need to build it up.
Taller.
Okay.
Yeah. And we can see on both of ours that we've got a whole thick part of clay.
Right.
That is all like prime to be tall.
Okay. Yeah.
So on the wheel, the centrifugal force makes it so that everything wants to be a plate. And we want it to be a cup.
Yeah.
So when we start doing our vertical pulling, we're actually going to even try to aim on the side of caution to make it start to go in. Like just straight up would be sure. Yeah. In would be like ideal because then we've got lots of room to be able to play with it.
Okay.
We don't really want out, but that's where a lot of beginners end up because the wheel makes you go out, right? But so we're going to try to build in. Okay. So if I have my left hand on the inside of the clay, and my right hand on the outside of the clay, which would have to press more in order to make it go in?
The outside.
You got it. So your right hand is going to be putting a bit more pressure than your left hand.
Okay. Sounds good.
If
right hand more pressure than left.
If they're even, then it would go straight up.
Right.
That's okay too.
That's okay too.
Yeah. Even out, like you'll have a cup shape earlier than in the process than you want.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay. So wet hands, wet clay.
Wet hands, wet clay.
Oh, I digress slightly, but I put these little sponges in your thing.
Yeah.
And I like to use them at this point in throwing. Okay. Because they just keep my fingers moist and I don't have to keep going back to the water.
Right, yeah.
So it's artist preference. You can decide, you can try with and without and decide what you like. But I do a weird thing where I have it wrapped around my middle finger of my left hand and my index finger of my right hand.
Okay.
But like, obviously that's my own weirdness. So you can get them wrapped around your...
We'll try that.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Like that?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh,
and then your index finger of your right.
Is it dry or does it matter?
It doesn't really matter at this point. You're just getting it all set.
Okay. And then index of... Does that have to be level with the end of your finger or does it matter?
No, I have mine folded over, but it doesn't need to be, just as long as it kind of stays. Mine, I pinch the excess with my rest of my fingers and my
Huh.
Yeah, but like this is like we're splitting hairs here on like
well,
no other potter will do this in the same way that I do.
Right.
So then I'm gonna keep them wet and that keeps it from drying out, right?
Okay.
So my left hand's on the inside and my right hand's on the outside.
Yes.
And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stay, if this was a clock, I'm staying at about 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock, okay.
Yeah, I'm not letting my fingers go up to midnight. I'm staying at 3 o'clock. Okay. And I'm pressing a little more on the right than I am on the left. And I'm not moving up like
you're
very,
not
very
really
fast.
It's just kind of doing that.
I am moving up slowly.
Yeah.
Where are my elbows?
Your elbow there by your sides right there.
Yeah, why do you think that would be?
To help you stay stable.
You got it. So when I get to the top, that was one pull.
Yeah.
When I get to the top, every single time I get to the top, I'm going to do a mini tomahawk on the rim
Tomahawk. Yes.
so that the rim doesn't start to become like a knife edge. Because if it becomes a really skinny knife edge, it's going to crack.
Right, right.
So every time you pull up, you're going to tomahawk.
Okay.
When I pull up a cup, it probably takes me 5 or 6 pulls. So
5 or 6 pulls. Okay.
it could take 20 pulls. There's
Yeah,
no hurry on it. So you
Okay.
can get the feel.
Feel of it first.
You don't
Yeah.
have to like go, like it's not a one and done, right? This is
Yeah.
you can see that I've gotten it higher.
Yeah.
This still isn't a cup
Right.
for me yet.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna go again.
Oh, yeah.
Start at the bottom. I'm gonna work in the bottom a little bit more. And
Yeah.
I'm driving about medium speed.
Okay, I'm
And
going to go
then-
for it here.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Pressing a little more from the outside than I am from the inside.
Okay, just going to get a feel for this here.
Yeah.
Trying to push a little more on the left-hand side.
The right hand
Oh,
side.
right side,
right?
right-hand side, sorry. Okay. Maybe go a bit faster. Is it
That's
building
good.
up? I can't see.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
Okay.
Nice.
Woo. Okay, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we want to tomahawk a little bit?
Yep. Yep. Because see how you
Ah.
have that little ridge?
Yeah.
So my
that's just
left
gonna
hand
get sharper.
is like a little guide.
Yeah.
Like it's not pinching, but it's on either side as if it would.
Okay.
And then my right hand, well, I usually use the side of my middle finger, but however you want to give just a little tomahawk to flatten that rim down again. Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet.
Okay.
Okay. Looks good so far.
It is coming out though. I see that. Hey.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So maybe I gotta put more pressure on the outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But okay. So when you look at the shape of it,
Yeah.
at the bottom, if you went crazy with pushing your right hand, it's gonna get weird, right? So
Okay.
you need to. It needs to be like a gradual. I'm pressing more and more and more on my right.
Okay.
Not a
Not
from the
okay.
very bottom. I'm going hard with my right.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna
So-
keep building over here.
Yeah, you do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna figure out my little sponge things here.
Oh yeah, that will take
And-
a bit.
Okay. Second pull, I guess, ever in my life. Okay. So we got this. So we want to start gradual. We're gonna not do that at the bottom. Then as we pull it up, I'm gonna try maybe do a bit faster.
Where are your elbows?
Oh, yeah, you got me. Wow, they're out here.
Well, the reason is because I can see it getting a little
Little
wonky,
wonky.
because you're letting your
Yeah,
your hands be driven around.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, reminds me of breakdancing. There are a lot of moves where you gotta have your elbows
That's
in.
true, because
on
you've
either
got way more
side.
stability that way. I
Yeah.
think.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh gosh. Yeah, it's like the stakes just build when you're trying. You're trying to bring
You're
it
acting
up.
like this is like this piece is gonna end up in the MoMA or something like.
Whoa. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, right here. Oh, keep your elbows here.
Yeah, good. Okay, a little more with the right than the left.
More with the right than the left. Oh, I'm getting a cramp in my left side.
Wait, what part of your left side?
Oh, just my abs.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
then, like, take a minute, do a stretch,
Oh,
both directions,
oh,
ergonomics.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I can see what you mean though. Yeah, I feel like I'm definitely falling into that trap of like,
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm. So good thing we have your stool set up. though,
yeah,
for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, it's looking good. What I want you to do on this next pull
Yeah.
is I want you to, when you're at the bottom, you're going to be like, okay, here I am at the bottom, but I'm not pushing anything really hard at all. I'm just feeling where the clay is. So right now my fingers are touching my clay, but it's not actually, I'm not pushing. I'm not doing
Okay.
anything. Then I want you to start coming up. And as you start to come up, then I want you to start putting some pressure so that you're moving that bulk of clay that's in the middle of your piece,
Yeah.
and you're starting to make it come up.
Okay. So I'm gonna Start at the bottom.
Yeah, but you're just feeling it. You can, you know, you can have your hands there and not be pressing or anything. You're just letting it, getting the feel of it.
I'm getting like messed up by these.
Oh, you don't have to use them. You can try
Okay.
without them,
Maybe
right?
I'll try it without them.
Yeah, lots of people
Like,
throw
keep my
without them,
hands
and then you
flat.
just need to be dipping into the well a little more often.
Okay. Okay. Oh, it's so weird. It's completely different without them, though. Okay. We're just at the bottom. We're good. We're not really pushing much.
Where are your elbows?
Oh, okay. Hey.
By the looks of it, to be honest, I feel like your left elbow might be better on your thigh. You're kind of pinchy, and so is that better to have it spread?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no!
Your masterpiece! Dun dun dun!
Dun dun dun! Oh my gosh, that's devastating.
No. So let's evaluate why that happened.
Yeah. Okay. I felt it kind of wobbling a bit,
Okay.
and I don't know. Would it be something about like the pressure's uneven, but you want the outside to push a little more?
I think that you ended up with a thin spot that just couldn't hold the weight of the clay very good, right? So it just got quite thin in one spot.
And it was heavy on top.
So then it just broke itself in half.
Yeah, you can kind of see it right
that
there.
spot would be, feel it compared on the way up. Feel how thin this is compared to coming up.
Okay. Yeah, it's like you can kind of see how flimsy it is right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And so does that mean I didn't pull it up quick enough? Potentially, or?
Well, your hands probably weren't moving up as fast because you must have been putting pressure on the bottom to make it skinny, right?
Right, and then
so if you're putting so much pressure, it's getting so thin that then it can't hold its own weight.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So remember when I said, this isn't an I told you so moment, but remember when I said, just feel the bottom, get the feel of it, and then as you come up, I want you to put more pressure.
Yeah.
That's because there was more clay higher up than what there was at the bottom.
Interesting.
Yeah, but we prepped another piece of clay for this reason.
We sure did. So like, what would you do with this at this point? Do you literally just take it off and it's done, or you have to wait for it to dry out?
No, so this piece is done, unless you wanted to make it into a, like, here, it's a smiley face that's gonna hang on my wall or whatever.
Absolutely.
But
couple googly eyes right there.
This clay can be recycled.
Okay.
So what I'll do is I just keep it in a bag with some water, and then when I have a bag full, then I put it out on a plaster table, and then I wedge it up and I reuse it.
Right.
So it's not a waste.
Okay.
So ready for a fun part?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to use your cutting tool, and you're going to hold on either side of the wheel and pull towards you. And you can spin the wheel real slow too if you want. You don't have to.
I don't think I will.
Okay, so
scary.
pull towards you, pressing down onto the wheel.
Okay. Oh, my fingers are slipping.
Sweet! And then it comes off.
Oh, I didn't get a little bit there.
No, that's okay, because your next piece is going to have a really good sticking point to stay on there.
Oh, you just shove that down there?
Yeah, because we're going to save this water anyway.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to use your sponge.
Okay.
Squeeze it out.
Cool.
And you're just going to press lightly on the middle.
Yeah.
Driving slow speed.
Lightly on the middle.
Yeah, a little bit more surface area.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. And then just start bringing your hand with the sponge out. Drive a little faster. Woo! So you missed that little part, but yeah, you're going to clean the wheel head.
Okay.
While you're doing that, I'm going to get you your next piece.
Okay.
And then we'll get it centered. And then you're going to meet me at this point.
Okay, sounds good. I got it. I'm down. We're going to start right here. We're going to go here, and then we're going to push it. Whee! Because we're cleaning the wheel head. Wow.
Are you enjoying yourself?
I am, honestly.
Yeah, it's
I can
fun.
see, yeah. Even though I failed, it's like,
Oh,
it's okay, you know?
okay. Let me say that, like, probably the most famous potter in the world, their first piece, they probably did not get a valuable piece off the wheel.
Right.
So failure is the wrong word.
Okay,
This is a learning process,
it's
right?
a learning process.
Yeah.
Okay, there's still potential.
Oh, there's a lot of potential. Okay, here's your next guy.
Okay, do I have to do anything about this?
No, it's gonna stick really good on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw that in there.
So you're gonna smash it down.
Okay, we're gonna smack it down as close to the center as we can.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And then you're gonna center it.
Okay, in centering, we want wet hands, wet clay.
Uh-huh.
Our left is kind of stabilizing it.
Yep.
Great. And then,
And you're driving pretty fast.
yeah, driving pretty fast. You can see the left moving a lot. This we're gonna push down.
And it's really normal for it to be moving a lot when you haven't even started.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Wet hands, wet clay. I'm bracing it, trying to brace it
Oh.
on my leg.
It's beautiful. This technique is just epic.
Awesome. That was a bit fast. Okay.
1, 2, 3, and plunge it down.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll do that
nice.
one more time.
Might be a couple more times, but yeah,
Yeah.
you're on track.
Down, 2, 3.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's moving a little bit still.
Huh?
That's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah.
What a beautiful evening.
Yeah.
Was that like a frustration sigh?
No,
Oh,
I
okay.
breathe a lot.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's just how I breathe. Yeah.
It's like you're doing great.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Down, 2, 3.
Oh, that looks okay. Put your hands, yeah, close your eyes.
Still moving a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I can see it moving just a wee bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, that looked good. You really, I could see you really work it there at the end. Uh-huh. How's it feel?
Feels good.
Okay, can I try it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Oh, it's so close. You know what I feel? You've got your angle there.
I think I have the tendency to kind of cut in under it.
Yeah, undercutting it. That's
Yeah.
okay. I'm just gonna make it so that it's not doing that a little bit because
For sure.
it like sets you up for more difficulty as time goes on. Okay, I don't think I have it quite on yet. It's really close. Okay, you feel it and tell me. Is
Okay.
it on or not?
Okay. Okay. Oh, it's like magic.
It's on?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know. But
Okay.
yes, it feels on. Yeah.
Okay, so the next decision that you have to make is how wide do you want the base of your cup to be?
I want the base of the cup to be. I think. Wait, this is when we do this, right? Or not yet?
Well, the decision is just if you want it wider, then we would have to make it wider at this point.
I think I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then you're gonna do the
plunge?
little Jack Horner or whatever that guy
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
The plunge.
Yes.
Not to the wheel head.
Not to the wheel head.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Wet hands, wet clay. Okay. We want to keep this nice and even. We want to keep them nice and steady.
Yeah, straight in there.
I think that should be good.
Okay.
Maybe a bit further, but
Take your measuring stick,
measuring stick.
pin tool.
Ugh, pin tool. Oh. That's pretty good. It's kind of the same as last time, I think. Awesome. Okay.
Okay.
And then we want to do the scrapey scrape. The
Great,
Zen
yeah.
garden. I love it.
Yeah, you're gonna make your floor.
Yes, we're going to make the floor.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Before you do that,
Yes.
see how you've got this little ridge right here?
Yeah.
That's gonna get dry really fast.
Right.
And so just give it a tiny little tomahawk down to have that little ridge
Right.
join the rest of the clay because I
Okay.
have a feeling that will.
Okay, tomahawk.
Yeah, however, that'll work. Sure.
Oh, but my arm wasn't steady.
Oh.
So then the clay was controlling me.
Oh boy.
Okay. Oh, I feel like I don't know how we did this last time.
I think you did it with the side of your middle finger.
Mm.
And it's like a less is more. Like it could take 17 revolutions to actually get it.
Yeah, because I got that little bump in there now. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Is that kind of works?
Yeah,
It's still got a little bit of a
that'll
edge
work
to it.
great.
But,
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now you're doing your rake. So you got your left hand like a guide, and your right hand you're getting just those IP joints to scrape along
Yeah.
so that you're keeping it about the same height from the wheel head.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
You want to drive relatively fast.
Drive faster. And we're trying not to push down, but rather out.
Yeah.
I can feel it getting kind of dry. But
It's
from
a
the
perfect
last time,
floor.
yeah, from the last time, that floor looks a lot better.
It
Yeah.
does. So you can still use your sponge to give it a good pressure to, you know, like it's really even.
Yeah, yeah.
It's more even than mine ever come out. I
Ah.
always have my finger line.
Yeah, yeah.
But so have your left hand as a guide, and
Yeah.
you're just gonna put nice pressure downward and start moving out so that it's a nice looking floor. Yeah. Holy Dan, yeah. Okay.
It's Clark and Perry on the case. Da-na-na-na. Clark and Perry do what it takes. Da-na-na-na. Clark and Perry investigate.
The activities and interests of local artists in the Windy City's finest throughout both Lethbridge and Medicine Hat, Alberta. Available on TELUS, Optic TV, On Demand, VidFlex, YouTube, and more for limited time only. Terms and conditions apply.
Da-na-na-na.